Hello, and welcome to Dominating Dominion. I'm Ben.
He always says that weird. I'm Zach. And we're playing another set of Dominion. Mix of all of them, except Prosperity did not get randomized in. But there's at least one or two cards from all the different sets of Dominion. What is this show about for those who are new? Because it is episode 10, and 10's one of those numbers people jump in at sometimes. You never know. But anyway, it's a show where for the game Dominion, bam, it's a card game where you buy cards. It's a deck building game. You'll buy cards and then hopefully get the most points to win. That's the simplified version of the rules. Go back to episode 1 though if you're new, because that's where we explain the basics of the game. But anyway, we play with all 600 some cards. You play with 10 in each game. So we're going through, we're playing until we play with all the cards or whenever we stop. And we're discussing strategies for each of the different games. So we've gotten through all the sets, we've reviewed each one, and now we're mixing them up as of last episode. So, hey, let's see what cards we're playing with this week.
Okay, this week we have Minion in Hunting Party, Treasury, Shantytown, Ambassador, Oasis, Familiar, Squire, and Chapel. You can kind of see the variety if you know what cards are from what set. You get, no, I get to go first because you beat me last time.
Okay, I'm shuffled. I'm ready.
Let's
do this. Good luck.
Good luck to you too. 2.
That was not shuffling. That was not shuffling.
Squire.
Alrighty, I've got 3. I will buy a silver.
5. I'm gonna go with Minion.
I'm gonna go for a silver.
Nice, you bought 2 silvers? Okay, I'm gonna play a Squire. What a Squire does is it gives you a coin. Then you choose one. 2 actions, 2 buys, or gain a silver. And then it's got a little feature that if you trash it, you gain an attack card. I'm gonna choose gain a silver.
There are buys.
There
Squire, okay.
Squire's the only buy card. And so I chose gain a silver, and I have 4. Take another Squire.
Alright, I've got 3. I will take a chapel.
Minion. What Minion does is it gives you an action and you choose one. Get 2 coins or discard your hand. 4 cards, then you get plus 4 cards, and each other player with at least 5 cards in their hand discards them all and then draws 4 more. I have 6, I'm going to take Minion.
I have got 6. I will take a gold.
I assume you know where I'm going already.
Yes, because I taught him that strategy.
4,
which is why I'm not going.
I like the strategy, it works.
We'll find out. Plus, I didn't want to try it with these cards. It got boring.
I like it. Plus, I'm trying something weird out.
Alright, my turn. I've got 4. I will take a... Ooh. Ooh. Silver. That was a tough one. I was like, I don't know what I want. No 4 cards makes it difficult.
Minion for 2 coins, a treasury.
My turn?
Yeah.
4 again. Ooh, silver.
Minion for 2 coins. Squire for 2 actions. Squire for 2 buys. I end up with, you know, 4, 5. I'm gonna take 2 squires. You know what? A squire and a chapel.
I'm going to play a chapel.
Yeah.
And I will trash 2 cards. Bam. Then I've got 5. I will take a treasury.
Treasury. Minion for 2 coins and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. I'll take another treasury. Put this treasury back on top. Yeah, so what treasury does, it gives you a card, an action, a coin, and then you discard this from play. If you didn't buy a victory card this turn, you may put it back on the top. And that's what I'm gonna do.
6. A gold.
Treasury. Chapel. I'm going to trash all 4 because I can trash up to 4 cards, and I gain 2 attack cards via squires. Since minion is an attack card, I'll gain 2 of those, and I have 1 coin. Yippee.
6 gold.
Treasury. How do I get all these treasuries? Squire for 2 actions, and then squire for 2 buys. I have 4. I'll take 2 squires. I'll put this treasury back on top.
Chapel, trash these 2 for a shantytown.
Treasury. Minion for 2 coins. Well, minion for 2 coins. And I got 7. You know what? No. I'm going to play that and trash those 2. So I have 5. Take a minion.
Alright, you didn't do it as the attack. Huh?
Well, you can still play it. Play something as an attack card. Yeah, I didn't use the attack.
No, I'm just
But-
making sure. I zoned out.
So a quick reminder is, even though you don't use this as an attack, if there's a reaction card that does something when someone plays an attack card, you can still like do it. Where it's like beggars when we had it in Dark Ages, you can still do stuff with it. Yeah.
Where is it? My turn?
No,
I
it's
did
not. You just bought
Yep.
gold. Treasury, I gained a
You
card. Thank you. I'm going to play a squire for 2 actions. I'm going to play 2 more squires, gaining 2 silvers. I have 4. I'm going to take a silver.
Treasury. Whole bunch. Province.
Dang. Minion for 2 coins. Minion for 2 coins. Squire for 2 guys. I end up with 7. I'll take a minion and a squire. You definitely got more money than me right now.
That's the goal! 9 province.
Okay. Treasury. Minion for 2 coins. Chapel, trash those 2. I end up with 1, 4, 5. I will take a minion.
8 province.
Dang. It's like 3 in a row. Okay, treasury. Minion for 2 coins. No, discard my hand. I gain 4 more. Okay, this is gonna work. Minion for 2 coins, minion for 2 coins, minion for 2 coins, squire for 2 buys. End up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll take that. And that. Yeah. No, no, that. That worked out pretty well. It's your turn.
4 cards now. Shantytown, I reveal my hand after I do get 2 actions, and then I reveal my hand. If I have no action cards in hand, which I don't, I get 2 cards. Whole bunch, province.
Minion for discard my hand. I gain 4 more. Yeah.
You discarded?
Yeah.
By hand.
Squire for 2 actions. Squire for gain a silver, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and, silver. Yeah.
Chapel and estate. I've got 3. I will take a silver.
Minion or treasury. And I'm gonna play 4 minions for 2 coins, and then a minion for discard my hand, and I draw 4 more. Oh, that didn't work out too well. Squire for 2 buys. I have 8, 10, 11, 12. Then I have 3 buys. And
8th province.
I think you won this one. 5 duchy.
Treasury. Card in action. Then a shantytown. I have no actions. Get 2 cards. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You
6.
can't end it.
Oops. I'll take a gold, and my treasury goes back on top.
Minion for 2 coins, squire for 2 actions, squire for 2 buys, minion for discard my hand.
Oh!
Yeah! Squire for
Well, this one sucks.
For, I guess I have to go 2 actions and Squire for, you know, a silver. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, game over.
Would you bought it on the last one?
No.
No? Oh. There.
Wow. 3 action cards. Yeah, I have 5 provinces.
You won.
Oh, you're not there.
No.
Oh, by we'll find out. All right.
You win by
30.
4 points. 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yep.
Nice, good game.
I knew I should have kept it going one more turn. Okay, I'm seriously gonna quit soon because I'm on a losing streak here. So you better let me win one of these.
No, I'm not nice like that. Well, anyway, let's start talking about cards because it was indeed a close game.
Okay, we're gonna start with the low cards. Chapel.
Chapel. Trash up to 4 cards from your hand.
I really like this card.
It's a good trash card.
Even though it looks like it's terrible, it's terrible in some cases, but then in some other cases it's great. Like for my strategy this game, it was great.
When we first started playing with this, it was
We
like, why would we put Chapel in when there's no curses?
Yeah.
It makes no... Oh, wait. Coppers really suck later on. That's something you need to pick up as a newbie, is trashing your crappy cards is much better than even holding on to them, even if they're doing you a little bit. Because even the states, while you have 3 points, it's not always great to hold on to these. Sometimes in a really quick game like this one, they can mean a lot. But if you're able to get rid of these early on and just make up for them, like, I don't know. I liked having, I got rid of all my states and most of my coppers with this, so I was able to shuffle through faster, and the majority of the time I had better cards because everything I was getting had value. There were only a few cards where it was like, oh, now it's a province, or oh, it's a copper. But I got rid of those estates really quickly on with Chapel, which is really nice. And it was a great combo with this next card that you did.
Squire.
Squire. +1 coin. Choose 1. +2 actions, or +2 buys, or gain a silver. When you trash this, gain an attack card.
Now the thing with Chapel is it allows you to trash your cards. So when you trash a Squire, you gain an attack card. So that was that's how I got all those minions you saw. Where since they were considered an attack card, I just trashed some Squires, gained some minions, and
it's a nice 2 card too because it just lets you get a silver. So if you can play it a couple times, the thing is, it gives you 1 coin always when you play it.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's a 2 card is because the choose 1 here
isn't very good.
It's either you get 2 actions, which is nice.
Yes.
But then after that, you gotta have other cards to play. The 2 buys is nice if you have a lot of money, but again, you're not gonna be able to play other cards. Or gain a silver. So really, Squire is like, it's not something to play on its own.
No.
It's something that definitely has to be mixed with other stuff. So maybe like you play Inns in this game, then you play some Squires onto that. But on its own, it's kind of a...
What I was kind of doing was I was playing a bunch of minions, and then after I played a bunch of them, at the very end, I played my Squire for 2 buys. So I'd have like 10 or 12 and 2 buys.
Yeah, honestly, the only reason I would buy it is for what you did, is to trash it and turn it into a card on its own.
Shantytown.
Shantytown. +2 actions. Reveal your hand. If you have no action cards in hand, +2 cards.
I got one of these. It was really nice. I only bought one because I didn't need the actions really.
You said you had 3 action cards total that game?
Yeah. I only bought this for the +2 cards. Yeah. I knew, I'm not gonna have any actions in my hand. I might as well play this. And if I get other action cards,
I mean, what were your other 2 action cards? Treasury,
Treasury, and Chapel. Yep, that's all I bought.
If you had Treasury and Shantytown, you just gone Treasury and then I have no more action cards, Shantytown. So yeah, that was a pretty good strategy for you. And Shantytown's a nice little card. It's terrible with action stacking. I'll let you know that.
No, it's nice. It's okay. That's the problem. It's not. Whereas like Village is one you want to start out with.
Yeah.
You want to have multiple ones of these because you can play the first one, then play all your other action cards hopefully, and then end with one of these and hopefully get more. That's the problem. That's why it's worth 3. Same as a Village. Now, the 2 cards is nicer than the Village, which just gives you 1 card and 2 actions.
But you can't have any action cards in your hand.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So it is really nice because if you think about it, if you get in that situation, it's better than a Laboratory at that point because Laboratory is 2 cards and 1 action. Yeah. So it's a little bit better than that. It's like City. We played with City recently, I think. I don't know. Maybe.
Not in a Dominating Dominion episode.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
We'll find out.
No.
Maybe one day. But anyway, Shantytown, nice little free card.
Ambassador.
Ambassador. Reveal a card from your hand. Return up to 2 copies of it from your hand to the supply. Then each other player gains a copy of it.
I love this card a lot, but it just wasn't useful in this game.
Yeah, the problem was, because I looked at that and I was like, ooh, I can... The thing is with Ambassador, it's like, ooh, I can give them all my coppers and estates early on.
Yeah.
The problem is, Chapel was in the game. Now, you could... It was much faster if you wanted to get rid of all those.
Yeah.
With Chapel.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you could give them... Like, I could have given them to you.
Yeah.
But he could have just as much bought a Chapel and said,
Or,
don't care. Because this is... Chapel, while you don't get anything really in return for it,
yeah.
the reason is because trashing up to 4 cards
is really good.
because you're going to get a lot of your crap cards out.
Fast. And Ambassador, it's just you return... No one bought an Ambassador at all. So...
It's good when curses are in the game.
Yeah.
Because you can pass them to the other people. That's what I buy.
And,
but other than that...
If the game would have lasted a little longer, I would have done this next card, which is Familiar.
Familiar. +1 card, +1 action. Each other player gains a curse.
Now you all recognize this from Alchemy because, you know,
We played with this one before.
there's only one card or so that we didn't play with.
But to refresh people who may not have seen that episode, it's nice because when the curses go, it replaces itself with other cards like Sea Hag.
It doesn't. It's
suck.
completely,
So they're terrible once the curses are gone.
I mean, it makes them discard their top.
It's honestly a waste of space.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have action stacking.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, at least it replaces itself. And heck, Chapel was in here, you could have trashed it.
And,
the only reason I'd say this card, I'm surprised that you're saying you would have bought this.
I wasn't going to buy it. I was going to Squire stuff. I was going to trash my Squires to gain these. Because the nice thing about Squires, it says it's gain an attack card, not gain a card costing up to 2 more or something like that. Because you can't do that with Familiar because it costs a potion.
Yeah.
Now, if it's gain an attack card, it's an attack card. It's ignoring its cost. You could buy... I guess you can't buy Possession because that's not an attack card.
No, it's not an attack card. Even though it should be.
I think that's why, though, because it's supposed to be so hard to get, you can't do it with stuff like that. I don't know.
That card came out after.
That's true.
So
I don't know, it's weird. But that's what I was going into.
This card was not worth it. I don't know why you would have done that because Chapel.
Well,
I mean, if it was late game,
I already
I'll
had 8 minions, so I was like, if I was going to trash my Squires, I might as well turn them into...
Whatever. It's a waste. Then the last 3 cards is Oasis.
Oasis. +1 card, +1 action, +1 coin, discard a card.
Yeah, I did not care for... I normally never buy this card. Now, it's okay. It's
a good one to get through your deck. That's when I will buy it.
It's a good early game card. Terrible late game, in my opinion.
No, I actually disagree. I think, because early game it's better to get the silvers, I think. Now, the thing is that maybe you just want to shuffle through your deck. Oasis does do that, which is nice. Plus, you never know. I mean, because in some situations it's nice to have the 2 coins, but maybe you play this and you pick up a gold. Now, of course, you have to discard something, so you're going to want crap to discard. So that's one situation I will buy.
I mean, I keep dropping cards.
Why do you drop the cards all the time when we shoot this thing? Come on, man.
But, yes.
You suck.
Okay. What I see for this card is there's certain cards that if
Tunnel.
That's where I was getting into. Tunnel. It's if you discard this other than your cleanup phase, you get a gold. So this is in that case a great card.
In other situations. But other than that, it's an okay card. You just gotta know when it's better than silver.
Yeah.
Which is the same case with a lot of
the
cards.
Nice thing...
Which is why I bought silver instead of a lot of these 3 cards, because Familiar was pointless.
Well, you had to buy a potion
Oasis was, Oasis was, Ambassador sucked.
Yeah.
And Shantytown was only good once I had the treasures, because I wasn't doing an action stacking one, so...
And the nice thing about Oasis is, generally in the beginning of the game, it's going to be worth the same as the silver, because you're going to pick up a copper and be able to discard an estate most of the time.
Yeah.
For a beginning game, that's where it could be useful. But you never. Every card's kind of touchy.
All right, next up, Treasury.
Treasury. +1 card, +1 action, +1 coin. When you discard this from play, if you didn't buy a victory card this turn, you may put this on top of your deck.
I know we've played with this one.
We have played with this.
I don't even know if it wasn't in the last one, but
I love this card.
It's good card.
It's a very nice 5 card.
Only, it's like minion. You need a lot of these. For
Yeah, you need
really
a lot of them though.
Because even I only had one. It was nice, but
I didn't get enough of them. It's if you get a bunch of them, you can just keep playing them, and you'll. As long as you have a buy, because if you keep playing them and don't have a buy, it's kind of a waste.
Yeah, I bought one of these, but after I bought it, I was kind of like,
Not very. You should.
Well, because my original strategy was going to be a lot of like attempts at action stacking, because I liked all the 5 cards, but then eventually it just became, you know what?
Just buy money.
Money. This game's going to be money, especially what he was doing. I was just like, you know what? Hide money.
And we're going to go to Hunting Party.
Hunting Party. +1 card, +1 action. Reveal your hand. Reveal cards from your deck until you reveal a card that isn't a duplicate of one in your hand. Put it into your hand and discard the rest.
I really like this card. I think it's pretty good, but I just didn't think it was useful.
Variety.
If you buy a variety.
This card would have sucked for me.
In your playstyle, my playstyle, because all I had were minions.
Yeah, yours even too. In this game, no. I say Hunting Party's not worth it. Don't. If you copy this game and want to beat people at it, Hunting Party, no.
Unless you're doing my strategy, because
you have tons of minions.
I had tons of minions.
You're not going to draw the minions with this.
Sometimes I needed a squire for the two buys.
That's why.
That's why I would do that. Even if because you never know. I mean, minion you just throw out there.
We played a game where Laboratory was in with this, because Hunting Party is honestly Laboratory, but one card you get has to be different. Whereas Laboratory, you just draw the top 2, which is nice. It
depends. It depends on if you're looking for.
So if you flip the top 2 and they're both gold, you want them. But say you have a gold in your hand already.
Yeah.
Hunting Party will not let you draw one of those.
It's a card that varies in its value greatly depending on what your playstyle is.
Yeah. This game I say no. Hunting Party, boo, boo, thumbs down, bad.
I say average, depending on what you're trying to do.
In +2 cards, +2 actions, discard 2 cards. When you gain this, look through your discard pile, including this. Reveal any number of action cards from it, and shuffle them into your deck.
See, this is what I was originally going to get, because I saw it and I was like, okay, it's a nice little action stacking card. But then I realized, no action stacking, I'm not doing that. So I didn't buy it.
And I tend to look at this card with mixed feelings. Depending on the set, I'll go look at it and go,
discard too.
I'll look at it and go, ooh, this is great. Or
good with tunnel.
Yeah, good with tunnel.
Is there other cards where when you discard stuff, you get stuff?
Something like that.
I don't know.
Like,
there has to be some out there.
Seller, where you discard stuff and you get a card.
But this doesn't. I don't know.
But sometimes this is a very good card for action stacking when you go massive actions, because if you have a very small deck left, you buy an in or something, and all your actions in your discard pile, hand, play, or whatever, go back on top.
That's what you gotta be careful about though when you buy an in, is because sometimes you don't want all your actions shuffled up and none of your treasures.
Yes.
Now you want to if we buy this, you want to have a few treasures still in your deck, because when you shuffle your actions,
or you could have minions, which give you 2 coins, or some action. This is very good if you have action. You drop the card now.
Yeah. Shut up. On to
Minion.
Minion. +1 action. Choose one. +2 coins, or discard your hand. +4 cards, and each other player with at least 5 cards in hand discards his hand and draws 4 more cards.
I like this card a lot. It's very good if you could get a lot of them, which I did, but the game just went by too fast. I'd say
better in big groups.
Better in bigger groups if you can get a lot.
It's not a fast-paced strategy. See, I think your problem was you just had too many. I don't think you needed. How many did you say you had? 8.
Well, I don't know.
Plus, what did you chapel? Did you chapel like?
I chapeled my coppers and my estates.
All of them?
And my squires. I don't know about all of them, but most of them.
Alright.
As many as I could get out.
Because I find this strategy is highly successful, which when you started going, and I was surprised you didn't win. But I think it's because I knew you were going
You knew where I was going. As soon as I bought one, you're like, oh, he has to buy... For Minion to be good, you have to buy a lot. So if someone starts buying Minion...
you don't want your opponents to know you're doing
that.
Because then they'll be all like, oh my god! And then, oh...
If they know what you're doing with the minions, it's such an easy counter, as you saw in this game.
I countered it just by going, okay, hide treasures, always. Because the thing is, I still had enough treasures that even if I had 4 instead of 5 cards...
Yeah. That's the thing. For Minion to work out well, you have to have a lot of them, and you have to... No one can realize what you're going until it's too late. You already have to have like 4 or 5 of them.
There are some games where it's still... it's a tough
in
call.
A 3 to 4 player game, if Minion's in, try to sneakily do it. Like buy one and if they figure out what you're doing, just get as many as you can, as fast as you can. But in a 2-player game, I'd say don't do it.
Especially when the other person knows.
Especially when the other person knows like him, because he's the one who taught me that strategy. Where he goes online and plays all these games, and then he comes back with all his strategies.
You say that, and I haven't played online in months.
Well, we've had this strategy for months. You came back from an online strategy and saw someone did this.
Yeah.
And that's where I go, oh, it's a great strategy, so I try to do it. I mean, it's not
still going to be good even if some people know it, but
Yeah.
don't rely on that.
What I was doing. It's foolish.
It's a good strategy when people are like new and stuff. You just want to go, BAM!
Yeah.
But if you're playing with people who know what they're doing, make
Yeah.
sure it's the best one out there, because I know in some sense I'll go like, ooh, Minion's in. Is it? But I think real quick, is there something better than that strategy? People will
you
know.
beat the strategy solely by going money, which is in every game. So
Yeah. Well, okay. So here was the thing. I looked at all these action cards, and at first I'm like, a lot of these are really good.
yeah,
And then I really took a good look at them and went, but not together. Honestly, this set, I don't think it's a very good one for working together. That's why I only went 3 action cards.
really?
I don't think so. Because look, I went all money
True.
and just won. These cards really don't mix
True.
together well. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not. I think it needed one where it was like Smithy to do your action
Yeah.
stacking one or something like that.
Yeah.
Because and like hunting party and stuff. But really,
Because a lot of these.
this
just
is one I'd
cards.
say this is an example of where you just skip the action phase and go
Yeah.
right to the money. Maybe if I had a lot more money, Squire. Now, if Chapel was out, that'd be a tough call because you have a lot of coppers mixed in there. But since I was able to get rid of it, it's kind of a repeat of our first game.
Yeah.
Because our first game had Chapel in it. And I think I mainly went Chapel and Adventurer. I might have had a few other cards mixed in there. But the thing was, I used Chapel to get rid of all the coppers, so the Adventurers were always picking up golds and silvers. Same thing kind of here, but without the Adventurer, I just had to rely on good shuffles.
We're missing a chapel.
Thanks for letting us know. Okay. Definitely, this is a tough one too. I don't know. Both are kind of bad to start with, especially like the 5-2 and the...
Yeah. Well, 5-2 is pretty good for my scenario, but...
I mean, I liked getting 2 silvers off the bat, but
Yeah.
I think it's just because this card set's kind of eh.
Well, I guess we can only hope for a better one next time.
Maybe we'll have Hinterlands in. I like
You mean
Hinterlands.
Prosperity?
No, I want more Hinterlands. Screw Prosperity. I want Hinterlands. I like Hinterlands. Hinterlands is my friend. Come back next week or whatever for Dominion.